Hari Om, today we are here with Brahmachari Vikas ji. Recently in the country we had big celebrations for the Prana Pratishtha of the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, and I thought he's finished the Ramcharitmanas couple of times, many times actually, and he's taught it to people also. So I thought who else to ask my questions rather than to Brahmachari Vikas ji. So welcome Vikas ji. Hari Om, how are you? So, as you know, the Ram Janmabhoomi temple Pran Pratishtha happened recently. It was celebrated all around the country. So, my question to you is regarding the fact that many of us in India, we know about these characters and the basic outline of the story, but we don't go in depth and we know only what we learn from our parents, the small stories and things like that. In order to get more clarification, I thought I'll ask you. First of all, Ramayana is a itihasa. Itihasa is considered to be a historical text. So there are two itihasas, Ramayana and Mahabharata. So how would you like to weigh upon those two? What is the main differences between Ramayana and Mahabharata?
Thank you. You had asked a couple of questions. So, first of all, to answer your question, we should know the definition of Ram. So, it is true that, as you said, that in the historical form, the son of Dashrath ji, the royal prince of Ayodhya, was a Ram. That is true. That is true that that person who was the incarnation of Bhagwan. But beside this, we should know the definition of Ram. What is Ram? What Ram is? So according to Ramayana, Ram is Anand Sukh Sagar. So he is the, as in Vedanta we know, one who is Sat, Chit and Anand. So according to Ramayana also, the incarnation of Ram is Sat, Chit and Anand. So one who was there, even that, as you mentioned, even the temple was not there, then also Ram was there. First earlier temple was there also Ram was there. When temple was not there, then also Ram was there. Now temple is there, Ram is also there. So Ram is a tattva which cannot have any relation with temple. Even temple is a very important. It play very important place as a energical center, as a historical center, as a cultural center. Temple have its own significance. But Ram was always there. Even temple was not there. Second, your question was about itihas. So particularly you asked about what is the difference between Ramayana and Mahabharata. So Mahabharata is a very big itihas granth having 1 lakh sloka, and comparatively Mahabharata Ramayana is a very easy one or very small one. So in Ramayana story goes only around Bhagwan Ram, and in Mahabharata there are lots of teaching, lots of Gitas are there in Mahabharata, lots of story under stories. So Mahabharata is a very big one, very vast one, and Ramayana is comparatively very easy and very small.
So there are many variations of Ramayana also, right?
Yes.
Like there is Kambar Ramayana from South India, there is
Yes,
Ramcharitmanas,
yes, definitely.
in Valmiki Ramayana.
Yes.
So what is the difference in different versions? How is it coming into
See, we have Kal, like we have Yuga, so we have also a Kal. So 4 Yuga that combined together form a Kal frame. So in every Kal, Bhagwan had taken avatar. So the different stories of Ramayana, Bhagwan had did all these character, all this Leela Bhagwan had did in different of Kal. So some kavi, some writer focus on specifically one Leela and another writer he focused on specifically another lila of Bhagwan's different kalp. So it is the in Ramayana we say kalpa bhed. So and we can look this as in another way also that as you think Ram, so Ram became dead. So as different writers have this different looks for Ram, so Ram became.
So in this way, I mean, anyone can have many more
Yeah, yeah,
forms in
yes,
Ram.
yes, yes,
Yes,
yes, yes. There's a, in Hindi we say apne apne Ram. So if you will think over, you meditate over Ram, then Ram became like that.
and also you said different kalpas, right?
Yeah.
So we are in one kalpa right now.
Yes.
And the Ramayana story must have happened in this kalpa also. So
Yes.
which is that Ramayana? Do you know? Is it the Tulsidas, Ramcharitmanas, or Valmiki?
Authentically, we take Valmiki with Ramayana as the Mool Ramayana, and Tulsidas ji and another Kavi they had written based on the Valmiki Ramayana.
Yes. And now in Ramayana we have Lord Rama, who is the incarnation. In Mahabharata we have Krishna, who is the incarnation. What is the main difference between Rama and Krishna?
Both are incarnation, both Tattvata there is no difference. Both are the incarnation of one Paramatma. So Tattvata no difference, but as the Yug Dharma, they did different kind of leelas. So Ram is a Maryada Purushottam, and Bhagwan Krishna had goes beyond the box also. So he did some leelas. They normally you can think about that, but Bhagwan Ram he never crossed his Maryada. So he is a Maryada Purushottam, and Bhagwan Krishna did all kind of leelas.
You saying Krishna, Bhagavan Krishna didn't have Maryada, that means, in a
No,
way.
that is not way to say, but he did like he is a Ranchod, Bhagwan Krishna. And we even celebrate by saying Bhagwan as a Ranchod. Bhagwan had quit the battlefield. But in Ram's story, you will not find such kind of thing. So whatever Krishna had did, he thinks out of the box. That if he think that it is good to quit the battlefield, he quit. He never goes with the strict meaning of dharmas.
Now, you mentioned that Avatara, they are avatars. So, what is the difference between an avatar and a normal human being? Aren't we all also an incarnation of the same supreme divine truth?
It is true. Once in Adhyatmik Ramayana, what the same question was asked to Hanumanji that what is your relation between Bhagwan? You and Bhagwan, what is the relation? So Hanumanji answered that if I have a Jiva Bhava, so I am a Ans and Ansi. The relation is Ans and Ansi. I am a part and
Lord is the whole.
whole. And as if I am a Tattva Bhava or Atma Bhava, then we are one and the same. There is no difference between me and Bhagwan. And if I am the Manusha Deha Bhava, then I am the servant and he is my Lord. So Tattvata or Atmata, we are same. There is no difference between us and Bhagwan. But as you said that when Bhagwan come in incarnation also, so in incarnation also Bhagwan is one with the Paramatma. The basic difference is that we get affected by Bhagwan's Maya, but Bhagwan have control over his Maya even in his avatar also. In avatar also Bhagwan have the full knowledge and our knowledge get covered by Maya. That is the message.
So, you say that our knowledge gets covered by Maya, but avatars, it doesn't happen so. But I'm sure in Ramayana there are instances where Lord Ram is grieving after Sita was kidnapped and he was caught up by emotions. So how would you say that he was not?
Actually, the story of Ramayana start with this episode only. When Bhagwan Shiva and Mother Parvati ji Sati in first birth, so they were coming from Agast Muni's ashram, and Sati ji had seen first Bhagwan Lord Shiva had seen that Lord Ram is there, so he did namaskar to Lord Ram by saying Jai Sachidanand. Parvati ji had in the satsang held in Agast Muni Ashram, she had heard about Bhagwan, that Bhagwan the Sachidanand is all pervading, all potent, and like this. He never take avatar. He is beyond all gunas. So she had heard all these things. When she had seen, as you said, that she had seen that Bhagwan, one person, one prince of Ayodhya, he is grieving for his wife. So he have this doubt whether this is Bhagwan or not. It is like that, that if a hero or if a actor get an acting job in a film of a beggar, he act well. But at the time of acting also, he have this knowledge that I am not a beggar, I am millionaire. So like that, Bhagwan when do his acting, avatar is what? Avatar is also a acting. So when Bhagwan have to do acting, he act well, but at that time also he knows that I am the Paramatma, I am the all pervading, I am the all potent one.
So, this question and which was asked to Hanumanji, and he said that Deya Bhava I am servant, by Atma Bhava, Jiva Bhava I am Amsha, and Atma Bhava I am one and the same. The same attitude, if probably was asked to Ramji, he would have also said.
When
Like if he was asked, what is your relationship with God? Or the Lord,
yes,
he would have said, as a Deha, I am only a servant.
yes, because he is acting he is acting that part. No? So at that time he would say
So then that's the case with anyone who knows the truth, who knows that the Lord and oneself is actually not separate. It is an
that's
appearance.
why we are saying that one who knows the truth, he is equal to God. That's why
But
we
what is
say.
the difference? So we have in our scriptures and in our literature and in our culture, we have so many so-called jnanis, so many wise saints, rishis, but they are not equivalent to an avatar. What is, where does the difference come?
They have little bit how much jnani someone is, they have little bit sanskara. So the sanskara which are the balance or the remaining sanskara, they may be very little, very, but up to that they cannot claim them as Bhagwan. So when they have the Jivan Mukti, then also the Jiva is merging, the part is merging whole that time also. So if the, the this merger happened, then no one is there to claim. So actually, in when the Gyani is, then there also the merger was, the process of merger was not fully done. So when there is no one to claim that I am the Gyani, then he is Bhagwan.
And that is same as an avatar.
No, in Avtara, even Bhagwan, because told that there was some karm phal says remaining for Gyani, but for Bhagwan there is no karm phal. In the case of Avatar, all he is doing is Leela, and in the case of Gyani, all he is doing is Kriya, and in the case of the normal Jivas, what he act is Karma. So karma have his karma phala. Kriya doesn't have his karma phala. Kriya is only he is acting like an instrument of Bhagwan. And the lila is Bhagwan is doing lila. Bhagwan is just playing. So Bhagwan by what lila Bhagwan do, by remembering that lila, we can have purity of mind.
So this age-old question of how this creation came out to be, this question, people say that it's Bhagwan's Leela. This whole creation is his Leela, his play, his sport. So my question is that why does he have to do that? Why does he not have to come up with a Leela, sport of this sort?
There are different theories, as you know, you already had studied Mandukya Upanishad. So, according to Mandukya, there is a Jatvad that nothing is happened. But in normal Vyavaharik Jagat, it is said that it is the spot of Bhagwan's Leela. So, your question is, what is the need? Why Bhagwan have to do this Leela? So actually, in as we know, the golden egg, the cosmic egg. So in Puranic language, we say that the Paramatma was sleeping in Shiv Sagar. So he have some desire. When he have the desire to see, he the eyes come out. When he have the desire to listen, ear come out. So because in his himself he have some desire, and to fulfill the desire, he created the world
So there was a desire in God itself
to
that
to
people,
have his sport.
and that's why he's playing. It's just like uh, I'm bored. Okay, I want to play something.
Yes,
I
yes.
play.
It is a game like in the whole, some part of the whole started claiming that I am the individual. I am I am the individual. I am the individual authority. So Bhagwan say, okay, you are individual. You go different from me, and you now play. When you clean yourself, when you have the purity, and you then after some time, or after having the enough time of purity, so you will give up your individuality, then you come back to me.
That's a way of putting it in for
In,
Vyavaharik
for,
people.
in
Like how
Puranas,
in Vedanta to silence the intellect, we say Anadi.
yes,
Jagat is Anadi at the
yes,
beginning.
yes,
Like that, you say it's Bhagwan's Leela.
yes,
Now, mainly about the Puranic, the Leelas are in the Puranic literature, right?
yes,
And they are different from our Itihasas. So, Puranas are not necessarily historical texts. They are more like ancient stories. You can say.
no. Puranas actually, Ved Vyas ji had written all the Puranas. So the Puranas, all the Puranas have each one have its own deity. So Purana is based on one or another avatar of Bhagwan. So we cannot say that it is only a historical stories, but we believe that Bhagwan really had taken the avatar, and Bhagwan did all the lila. But it is not. It is even it is in historical form, but it is not mere stories. Beside stories, you will find out that all the concept of Vedas, all the concept of Shruti is there. When Parvati ji is asking about to Lord Shiva that please tell me the Ram's story, Ramayana, then she specifically mentioned that don't tell me the story of Bhagwan Ram or story of a royal prince of Ayodhya. Tell me the story of Ram along with all Shruti Siddhants. So in Puranas, we have the story, but beyond the story, we have all the Shruti Siddhants.
Very interesting thing you mentioned. Parvati ji asking Shiji that tell me a story with the Shruti Siddhanta along with it. But that is not very prevalent nowadays. People are devotees of Lord Ram. They might have heard the stories, but many of them don't know what the Shruti teachings are. Only the basic story is there.
It is like this that if you will give a child a medicine, a bitter one. So mother used to do the sugar coating, some chocolate or some jaggery. She used to do sugar coating, and because of that, the child can take it easily. But now child is also smart. What he is doing, he is taking only sugar and he throwing up the bitter one, bitter
It's a
medicine.
sad plight for us. Although we are going very strong with the culture and having these establishments come up, if the teachings are not there in the story, then it becomes a very fanatic driven.
We believe that once the child is started, or once that the devotee started to come to this atmosphere of the spirituality, then maybe the attracting part is story, but when he will come, he will join the another part, and
Slowly the knowledge will.
story is also in such a way that you cannot separate from the story to teaching. Teaching is already intermixed in story, so it is a very easy, very entertaining way of teaching.
So, like when we mainly look at these two itihasas, Ramayana and Mahabharata, both of them have a lot of just philosophical portions in them, like the
Yes,
Bhagavad Gita, for
definitely,
instance.
definitely. Bhagavad Gita is also a part of
But
Mahabharata.
out of all these, like Ramayana would have had many, like I think Yoga
Yeah,
Vashishta, many other parts of
Ramayana
Ram Gita,
have many Gitas
uh,
like Shiv Gita,
Ram
Ram Gita,
Gita,
Lakshman Gita,
and
Vibhishan Gita,
similarly, even Mahabharata has many other Gitas, Uddhav Gita, and
lot of
everything.
Gita.
But only Bhagavad Gita seems to stand out. Like even if you talk to a common man, they might not know what Bhagavad Gita says, but they know Bhagavad Gita is there in the Mahabharata, and Krishna teaches it to Arjuna. Whereas nothing of that sort in the Ramayana Katha is known to people. People just know the story; they don't even know there's a portion which might be having such teachings. So, what is the beauty of Bhagavad Gita that it stands out amongst all these texts?
Bhagavad Gita, first of all, the Lord Krishna had compiled the Bhagavad Gita, so it became a brand because of the compilation done by Lord Krishna. Second thing is, they it is a full package. So Bhagwan had compiled it in such a way that entire teaching had come in a very easy way. So it is a very easy to grasp. So that's why it is so famous.
It's considered like the main text of Hindus in the present day. Like if you were to
Yeah,
pick out one book,
true. It is true that philosophically, if you like in Ramayana, Tulsidas ji had mentioned that what I am writing, that is in line with all the Shruti Granth. So it is not a way, not that someone is writing as he wants. His writing should be in line with all the Vedas, all the Shruti Granths. So Bhagavad Gita is a base of all philosophy. So if someone is in line with Bhagavad Gita, we can consider it as our true spiritual text.
it's been quite interesting to know these few things about Ramayana and how it, the present scenario of things are as compared to what it really is trying to give out. Thank you, Vikasji, for your time and patience to answer my questions.